Take me up!
The Wild Hunt assault on Star Sand Shoal, you mean? Huge wave. First I've ever seen of that size. Good thing it was so brief.
No, I mean there's been another, to the north of...
What? How many does that make in the...
Can't be helped. There are only a handful stationed on our side in the first place, and the cannon hasn't been fixed yet either. They've been strained to breaking point.
I'm bugging out if this goes on much longer. And here you all told me this was a good place to do business. Fool me.
Hey now, this could be our big break. My second eldest brother made his fortune off Wild Hunt attacks, you know. Come on.
Left for us to... scavenge.
Hey.
Should have told him that those are dangerous thoughts. Guess you're right. Even if we solve this Wild Hunt problem, they probably just jump head first into... Paimon will have you know that when it comes to staying out of trouble, greed and cowardice make the... Hey, look! Aino and Anefa are here in Nash... Dying to know something, aren't you? You totally zoned out just now. What? No! Paimon doesn't want to anyway, let's just... Let's fly!
A base of dandelion wine, aged for 25 years. 1/7 part bittersweet liqueur, filled halfway with fizzy zaytun peach pop.
All three of those ingredients are fairly sugary. It'll have a lovely sweet aftertaste, even a little too cloying. A spoonful of salt and half a spoon of powdered summer orchid leaf should cut through the sweetness in a way that's clear but not overpowering.
I can imagine it now.
It's all down to the seasonings you sent me, Lady Nefer. Otherwise, I'd have no idea how to mix up a cocktail that so befits Nodcry.
Just a little gift. I'm glad you liked it. I'll be happy to send more when you run out.
Many thanks. Though I think one taste is enough where these seasonings are concerned. And my colleagues aren't accustomed to these flavors, so I can't even share around. I'm afraid they'll end up sitting on...
Can't say I'm surprised your colleagues at Liyue's Ministry of Civil Affairs aren't too keen. I wouldn't expect the flavors of... Though, from what I've seen, might I presume...
I wouldn't go that far, though it's not like I dislike the food here. It's good to try new things occasionally.
I love your attitude. You'd make a great businesswoman. It would be nice if everyone...
Come on now, are we going to do this song and dance every time I Stop fixating on the Ministry. Never mind them. Have you managed to carve out a single foothold in Liyue after all these years?
You know what they say over there. A journey of 1,000 miles begins...
Don't waste your energy. No matter how long those claws of yours are, you're never...
Is that a warning?
It's advice.
Long claws, you say? I wouldn't think myself so formidable. There's barely a handful of people. I can only really think of one young girl who listens to what I say. But she's not the brightest. And I spend more time looking after her than getting any help.
Oh, really? Then I guess that painter who fishes in Dihua Marsh, and that apprentice who makes tofu in Qingsa Village, and that guy who wants to work at Wanmin Restaurant. All these people who mysteriously appeared in Liyue.
Many people pass through Liyue Harbor every day. Far too many to count. Though I must say, your memory is quite impressive.
Why, thank you. Though with you around, nothing is ever easy. I can only say that there's never a boring day.
Is that so? Surely your workload has lightened now that you're fought. Here's to a relaxing day for us both.
Here's the thing.
Take me up! Giddy up! Ha! Cha!
Ah, familiar faces identified. Our good...
Whoa, free Those evaluations could not be more different.
This is Sosi, Sergeant Major of the nearby Lightkeepers. He's stationed here in this town.
Wait.
He is Flynn's superior, as far as position is...
A pleasure to meet you all.
This is the Traveler and Paimon, friends of ours.
Hi there.
Indeed. The sooner we can get it firing again. 2 more wild hunt incursions have come sweeping in at different locations after the last...
Hasn't Flint's gone back to your HQ to ask for
Huh.
Yeah.
He hasn't contacted me about that yet. As for standing... well, he does act outside the remit of his orders
So...
Hard to say. Contacting HQ's and all the while, we're the ones who have to deal with the wild hunt. Which, by the way, we need to send our personnel where they're needed most. A single missive will not do much to change HQ's attitude. Flynn's understands this well enough, I'm sure. We usually sort our foes ahead of time into ones that our rat Nikki will take care of. I finished the preliminary
Okay. Hurry up, I know. Fix this, I know.
Could you at least tell me how long we'll be delayed? We're way past our scheduled firing time.
Well, that's your fault for firing too often recently. Machines get overworked too, you know. You could... Sorry, what?
In layman's terms, this refers to wear and tear. As such, a machine is more liable to fail the unhappier it becomes.
All right. I'm not good at this stuff, I know that. But let me stress that we Lightkeepers are the primary
And I'd say that was a good deal for you. You should thank the Krumkake craft shop. That means me, by the way. Do you even know how much it would have cost you if you bought all the parts legit and fresh off the assembly line?
Reminder, Your future snack budget will have to be halved without the long-term commission payment, I know. Calculating a viable and cheaper option. Lavender melon candy.
What? No! Absolutely not! Let me think, all right? It should take maybe 3 more hours? Wouldn't this place be crawling with more monsters than there are fungi and Sumeru by then?
That might not be the concern you think it is. The monsters of the Wild Hunt are only We Light Keepers will also keep an eye on those areas, both to monitor the monsters. That said, I'm afraid I can't wait 3 hours before.
And here's where my need for manual labor comes in. There is some. Wait, but we don't know a thing about. You'll be fine. Whoa! Ugh! This book is so heavy. You can use Beep Boop Pizza to run diagnostics on the cannon. It'll tell you what to do. And this book will help you understand.
This cannon was built using more than 50 components from different factories and manufacturers. Aino has bound the manuals into one volume. Also,
So, it's manuals all? Yep. And if you're quick about this, we might.
I'll go with you.
Nice. So you check the outside and Anefa inside. Come find me.
instructions received. Please go.
Hey, a little snacking will also improve. Aino's explanations for things that don't interest her are a bit. Man, isn't Beep Boopita just following us around? Sure doesn't seem as smart as she said it is. How are we even supposed?
I've watched Anefa perform routine repairs before. It seems some sort of maintenance port must first be found.
Ah, so you're in the know.
Now that I'm not so sure of. Let's...
Works for Paimon. Is this it? Probably not. Or this one? Oh, ew! Stinks of machine oil.
That thing over there looks promising.
Where? Oh, yeah! It does? Whoa! It's flying! Does that mean so,
Vacation? You're right. This is clearly some sort of exile.
No, dear. This is just a temporary stop. The actual vacation is right after this.
wow, what do you know? Aino was right.
Still, it's impressive how you figured things out right away.
Paimon's up next, along with this stupidly heavy book. Ugh. The matching result for this symbol is... check passed.
Well, as they say...
Yeah, guess you're right. Just feels like we... Paimon's getting the hang of this now. It's this thing, right? And this time... Huh? Why are you angry? Oh. We need to take note of the order in which its eye colors change. Purple, red... What? So now we've got musical prompts too? All right, one final stop.
Agreed. I must say, you two have a talent.
Good eye.
Really, I'd have liked...
Ugh, couldn't you have mentioned that earlier? prompt this time. Don't worry. We gotta take note of the flashing patterns. 1 yellow flash, nothing for 2 seconds. Maintenance is a high priority task. The device will be rendered inoperable until it is complete. Switch beep. The description of input mode isn't on this page. Phew, that was a real struggle. Well, Paimon needs a...
Yeah, good work indeed. But it seems this input mode requires some... Well, looks like we're all good. We can remove this thing now. No clue, frankly. But whatever. I'll go get the replacement component. We should be done once we pop. What do you think? Maintenance work.
You know what? Paimon took him for the stony type at first, but he's actually a pretty nice guy. Let's wait for him here, huh?
Are your tasks complete?
Yep. Sosie's gone to get the replacement component. We'll be done.
Allow me to check against the recorded data. The cannon will generate immense recoil when fired. If this is not controlled, the firing
Huh. So...
A novel analogy, but an apt one. The large-scale damage that might follow would be undesirable by anybody's standards. This component is currently easily damaged. The materials are not up to par, and there are still some design flaws. But Aino and I are working to improve it. Estimated waiting time remaining.
Yeah!
Certainly. It will be ready shortly. Observation. Freshly baked krumkake results in the most efficient improvements upon human happiness indices.
Thanks for the treat. Aino's lucky to have you. Thanks. Things went great over here, too.
Understood. I will inform the inhabitants of Nasha Town and have them make preparations.
And I'll inform the Ratniki stationed around Wild Hunt Anomaly. Thanks for your kind assistance. I better make a move.
Righty then. See ya. Bet this huge cannon's a real sight when it...
That is correct. A pure, bright energy rays have never...
Sure. We did help fix it after all. It'd be weird if we didn't want... Oh, yeah. Wonder where that strange phantom went. Never mind what... Let's try our luck at the flagship. See you later, guys. Just be sure not to miss my math. Let's fly. Is it just Paimon, or are there more people here now? Oh, and maybe, just maybe, let's get some of their berries and fried meat too, huh? We still haven't had it yet. Oh, come on. Why so up?
Excuse me, are you guests? Ah, if you wish to return...
No, we're not heading back.
That is correct. Only those invited to the banquet may enter. Our goal is to ensure that our regulars can enjoy peace of mind and comfort. But here in Nodcry, channels hold equal value to Mora. I am but a lowly employee, so you'll have to forgive.
It's fine. Looks like we'll have to switch Nefer, right? The curatorium does seem to but if we ask her straight up, she'll likely squeeze us for all we're worth. Ooh, Paimon's got a plan. We'll be heading to Hisi Island later anyway to ask Lauma to help us use the moon. If Nefer doesn't mention a payment, we can cash her services in as a favor. If she does, the thought of Mora made it worth it. Hey, Black Cat, we're here. Oh, it's you this time.
Hello, you two. What's up?
Not much. Just here to say hi. Also, we'll be going to Hisi Island later, so...
How thoughtful of them. Bet they want something from me in return. Well, the faster the delivery, the better, naturally. And Yehoda's gone to get the medicine, and she should be back any moment now. If you have nothing...
Don't mind if we do then. Thanks.
Oh yes, I'm sure you've all heard about what's going on. Nasha Town's in turmoil, and right now everyone wants intel.
Ah, so you're busy making Mora.
It's not all good news, I'm afraid. We're stretched so thin that the price for taking priority slots has all but skyrocketed. In other words, we've had...
She cornered us right away.
If there's anything that worries me right now, it's the wild hunt. It affects everything we do.
That doesn't sound too hard. If you need something delivered, hit us up and consider it sent.
Is that so? But... no. Forget I said anything. I mean, you're great heroes. How could I waste your precious time on trifles like these? Is there now? You should have said so sooner. Far be it for me to extort...
What's there left for us to say here?
More like... Most who live here only wish to defend their own interests. But we are different, are we not?
Or like make a profit off the wild hunt. Paimon doesn't believe it.
Dissatisfied, are we? The number of commissions over at the Adventurers Guild spikes during tumultuous times, too. Would you call taking those jobs?
Well,
We might squeeze some advantage out of chaos, but equally, chaos could uproot everything we've built, and what business would there be left should it end in some great slaughter, or put to flight many who call... And as I understand, the two of you are here and not...
Well...
In that case, we should keep Nod Cry the paradise people say it is. You must understand. No force exists here that would inspire After that incident with Lauma, I'm inclined to believe you. Your selflessness is, though it's rare for a reason, kid. Just a shame that our mysterious phantom has hidden itself well. Between that and its ability to shift shapes, it will really... I'd be all too glad to pass on any additional intel I gain. We make a good team, after all, don't you think?
That does make sense.
A well-placed only, indeed, Paimon. Nothing...
Wait! So you were ready to work with us from the start?
Why, of course. In fact, I was wondering when I might bring this up.
But...
Hey, boss, I'm back. Huh?
Indeed they are. In fact, they volunteered.
Really? Great! Oh, in that case, guess I'll be clocking out now.
Got a few more places for you to visit.
Huh? Haven't I already worked a few days worth of overtime already? Well, guess the extra more is pretty nice.
Well, we better get this medicine delivered Huh? Surely not.
Wait, that can't be. Let me see. This isn't right. How It was raining back there, so could it have happened while I was resting at the store? Sorry, boss. I'll get it back.
Hey!
Well then, any plans? If not, what say we go into town?
Oh, we were thinking of doing that, but we didn't get much out of it. The townspeople are a bit wary of...
Ah, yes, the banquet is on today. Perfect timing.
Huh? Can you get us an invitation?
Oh, come now. What are we? Stick...
Lady Nefer, a pleasure to...
That's right. My apologies. Consider it my...
Oh no, it was no trouble.
Not even an invitation check? Oh, Paimon didn't real... Finally! Now,
Pardon me? I'm sure we're all having a good time, but I give you tonight's special...
are you serious? Nice to meet you all.
I'm sure that no more needs to be said about Mondstadt's wine industry. The special drinks menu is being set before you as we speak. Now then.
Ah, I see. A new face.
And here I was thinking, that...
Well, it's a rare occasion to be sure.
I spoke to the owner. The bar is all yours. The recipes are available for your perusal here. Not to worry. I've taken the liberty of...
How'd you set this all up so quick?
Well, as long as you know what both sides need. Negotiations are essentially just a process of confirming the deal. The flagship already had plans to invite a professional mixologist from Mondstadt anyway. So consider this a trial run. Demyan will assist you. Serving, of course. Every guest will have their quirk.
Got it. We'll give it a try.
In the meantime, I'll go mingle with some of the guests who...
Hello. How may I...
Good work. Now then, get the drink to the guest.
Ever consider returning to Snezhnaya?
Would I be killing myself with front politics? Tell you what, I envy people like you. I'm like a man in a leaking boat, soon to be food for the fish. I wouldn't have come to this dump if there were any better place to be.
Come now. Surely it isn't that bad. We've still got the Lightkeepers.
You trust them? I wouldn't. Wouldn't trust anyone, really. We're stuck with a wild hunt here. The Snezhnayans can't be bothered, the Lightkeepers can't spare the people, and everyone else, they're a mess. I'd sooner put an ounce of faith into that cannon. Forget it. Let's just drink. Let's see if this new mixologist is worth the billing.
Hello. How may I assist? Good.
I doubt the Mayans will stand idly by if this wild hunt problem. Just leave it over there.
A little spice.
Bet you some people are just waiting for this place to fall further into chaos.
You've got a plan for that, then?
Hard to say. But what I can say is that the situation in Ashitown will get out of hand if that cannon isn't fired soon. That gun's a symbol. The most solid proof that ordinary folks like us can stand up against the wild hunt.
Wait.
What if that was nothing but an illusion? What if, let's say, the cannon was never meant to be fired? For our sakes at least.
Surely this town is still of value to those who control it.
Of course, but that's all it is. Value. For us, though, there's no place but Ashitown. And we're putting its life and ours in their hands.
I get what you mean. Let's just see how this plays out first.
Ooh, seems like they're all talking about the cannon already. Guess that's why Sosie was so anxious.
Hello. Good work. Now then.
Oh, so this...
Indeed. So, any...
Ah, you two must be Nefer's friends. A pleasure to meet you. If you've got
Paimon doesn't recall there being any other orders right now.
them, then come, sit. Dimyon, 2 wildberry trails if you would. Without alcohol. Hints is the name. I help out at the Rossum workshop in town. They usually put me in charge of making and repairing simple machines.
Paimon's name is Paimon. Pleased to meet you.
Ah, yes, I've heard. Lots of nights over there in Mondstadt. I imagine you're
We were just...
Anyway, help me keep an eye out, all right? Valuable intel.
Oh, come on. Is that how it is between us? I mean, I wouldn't even have...
So, you've known each other a long time?
That's right. I came to Nodcry with nothing at all. Would have starved on the streets if I... She lent me money to study a craft, and even introduced me to Aino and the Voynich Guild, which is how I slowly carved out a living for myself.
Yeah, that's a hit, huh? So Nefer can be a nice...
Well, I'd also say she needed a willing and able machinist at her... Come now. Aino's talents are better spent on issues bigger than, basic machine... I did think myself a dab hand at such work at first, but compared to her, I might as well be a trainee who couldn't weld a wire to save his life. Got the scoldings. It took me a long while, but I finally got to the point where I could make my own machines, and even maintain some of Aino's relatively complex...
He's the one responsible for maintaining Yehoda's robotic arm.
Oh, speaking of that, didn't Sosie have a mechanical arm too?
That's right, one of Aino's masterful designs. I could never design one of those in my life, but if you gave me its blueprint, nowadays I've got regular customers, which makes for a decent keep. Even got a kid, if you can believe it. I wouldn't have. On the flip side, being a family man means I can't just flee this place whenever I feel like it, so...
All the more reason to be proactive and do your part. Wringing our hands in despair does us no good. Oh, wait. Just another question that's been bothering me. Have you heard anything about
I have heard of humanoid shapes being sighted. Most would think they'd lost their wits from fright if they started hallucinating. Does this have anything to do with our...
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
All right, I get it. I'll keep my ear to the ground for you. And naturally, my lips will stay tightly sealed.
Then we'll take our leave. Enjoy. He's a social man. You can often find him here chatting with since he's never heard of the Wild Hunt exhibiting the power to imitate familiar faces.
Huh. That does sound worth noting.
A good idea. And one hour. Come. Back to the bar.
Let's fly.
Thank you for waiting, everyone.
Finally!
Come on, let's go try our hand. Joining us, new guy? No, you won't. The one who'll be mixing the roulette special has to take part. Those are the rules. That's more like it.
Since we have a new friend with us today, let me go over the wheel before you is divided into an inner and outer circle. Participants must take turns. The drinks are divided into juice, tea, and alcohol. With that, spin your way to a non-alcoholic beverage, and you'll score no points. During a round of drinking, one participant may choose another with less points.
This sounds like it might favor those who score.
And that's why the person mixing the drinks has to take part.
Not that our newcomer looks like the drinking type.
Anything you drink will be replenished. And additionally, I have decided to sponsor a grand prize for a single serving of Dark Horse.
What? Do my ears deceive me? A chance to...
Dark Horse.
Indeed. The Dark Horse could be yours to enjoy, so long as your luck holds. And if our lucky winner can drain the whole serving in one go, they will gain the right to ask everyone a question.
High risk, high reward.
Now, if there are no other questions, let us begin. Allow me to get the ball rolling. Intensity 3. Looks like I'll have to put my back into it today.
Let's go!
Wow!
Oh, my turn. All right, man. Fess up. You've been making a killing lately. Where's it all?
Hey, bro. I heard you met up with some big shot from the Voynich Guild. Mind introducing me sometime?
Ugh. A normal drink, huh? Must be my lucky day.
We've reached the final round of the roulette showdown. Let's see who gets the last laugh.
I gotta say, you Mondstadters really know your alcohol. This recipe is super good. Teach me, would ya?
I was wanting to ask about your wife. Your wife.
You're up.
Whoa! New face here just drew the Dark Horse.
Bottoms up! Bottoms up!
Hey, will you be alright? You wanna just give this one to...
Whoa! He actually downed it in one gulp.
Nice job! No wonder you Mondstadters have such a reputation. Me? Well, what do you think? Absolutely. If there was something else, I didn't stop to see. Oh, and guess who showed up just as I'd gotten out of there? Those good-for-nothing rat and Iki. If my luck had been just a little worse, they'd have found nothing but my corpse. Or whatever was left of it anyway. Either way, there's nothing in there you'd want to see.
I see some downcast faces. Why?
Says who?
Because you didn't drink that.
In that case, let me raise another glass. To...
Hello, sir. Lady Nefer has ordered a fresh round of drinks. Could you deliver it to her?
Are they playing cards?
Same as usual then? One die, 100,000 mora.
I'm not here to do business with you.
Come now, I've already ordered us drinks. Or are you looking to add another line to your ledger of arrears?
Oh.
So, let's go over this again. Then we have...
What are we even doing here? I can give you 3 things. The features of the Wild Hunt, the exact locations. The Wild Hunt is in fact a phenomenon linked to abyssal power. Fog and monsters follow in its wake, posing a lethal... On the flip side, these monsters cannot leave the fog. So the disaster...
We already know all that.
Fair enough. Then I won't beat her. Here's a map of current Wild Hunt anomalies that I snagged from the Lightkeepers, including...
That's... Oh.
We've never seen anything like this either. That's why
That's not enough. 4 dice.
Cool it, all right? I'm not done. Now, the Lightkeepers don't want you to know this, but weirdly enough, more Wild Hunt sites have disappeared than their involvement would indicate.
Isn't that normal? They're not the only ones fighting the Wild Hunt after all. Adventurers do that too.
I'd agree. And really, we've always had a small, stable discrepancy between reported anti...
What could that even mean?
I've got 2 theories. One, that some new force is clearing the Wild Hunt out in... The odds of the former happening is low. Not many organizations can even engage the Wild Hunt. Never mind, keep those operations a secret. If you're interested, I'd recommend following the latter.
Paimon doesn't really get it.
Now that's what I call interesting intel. No wonder you've been doing well for yourself lately. Even if you've mostly just been
Please, stop. This is all I've got for you.
Oh, stop that. Why, people might start thinking me a bully. Let me give you an opportunity instead. Out of respect for your independent intelligence gathering. An answer to a simple question. Have you heard of people seeing familiar faces within a Wild Hunt anomaly? Or experience...
No, nothing.
Nothing at all, Not even for 50,000 mora?
Hey! No means no, all right? This is about my dignity as an intel broker. More...
Okay. Well, that puts me at ease.
You really are...
And you've learned quite well. Go on, then. I'll swing by...
Ugh.
So, you're his creditor?
Indeed I am. He's resold my intel quite a few times now, pocketing the difference afterwards. Rather, as luck would have it, he would only purchase information from me when he was just about done negotiating with his buyer. So I arranged a little something just for him. A painful lesson, you might call.
Ooh, that sounds brutal.
Oh, I was downright beneficent in charging for that betrayal. It was more about the message, really. In any case, I believe that's all we'll get here. Most of our intel seems quite dispersed.
Well,
Indeed. And we have that from multiple...
What in Teyvat could that Phantom be planning?
Agreed. Instances of the wild... What you encountered must have been something special, with our mastermind concealing themselves within, in order to target the moon marrow. In which case, two questions arise. Who is this mastermind? And why would they want the moon marrow? I'll continue investigating along these two lines.
I'm back! Luckily, the store owner kept the medicine bottle I left on the table safe for me. Here you go.
Huh. Thanks a bunch, Yehoda.
Oh no, I've got work to do later. And anyway, I was watching it the whole way back, praying it wouldn't fire.
Huh. So you're...
Of course. I mean, just think about it. Something that size is bound... Isn't that just so cool? I mean, miraculous. Like a miracle created through count...
It has been a while.
Thanks, boss. Anyway, y'all wanna come?
Might as well. Fruits of our labor and everything.
Woohoo! Let's go! Kaboom!
Wow! What a crowd! People seem pretty excited, too.
Oh, for sure. One shot, and even if that wasn't how it worked... if only I had...
Hey, don't think like that. You're scared.
Really? They think that? Oh...
Hey, look! It's starting!
Nice one!
Finally, all fixed up. Nothing.
Awesome!
Whew. That sure was powerful. And pretty dazzling, too.
I feel so alive right now.
You know, Paimon's been wondering, if you're so interested in machines, why don't you go work for
That's what we call drawing a line between your work and your hobbies. I've got some mechanical talents, sure, but this job I have now, no one can do it but me. Anyway, gotta go. See you later.
Says the person who got salt and medicine mixed up. Looks like the crowd's breaking up as well. Let's head over to Hesia. Let's see now. What's changed since we were gone? Yeah, if anything, looks... Hey there, Llama! We're back!
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. I believe it will take a few weeks more. Fortunately, those who... It's as if they've finally been forced...
And it's all thanks...
No, I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place. And since you're looking after the moon marrow for us, I should be...
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new about that Phantom?
I've tried asking around, but to no avail. What about you?
We haven't made much progress either. But here's what we've got.
I think I've got the gist of it. Sounds like you've got your work. In any case, please, come this way.
it over already?
This appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories I sensed are highly turbulent and disordered. So that is all my...
Huh? What's the matter?
The flowers changed color.
Yeah, we should go see her and see if we can help her in some way.
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh wait, here you go. This is the medicine you asked the Curatorium of Secrets to help prepare earlier.
Ah, thanks for coming all this way with it. You've been a huge help. Also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kuthar might be able to help you get a more detailed glimpse at the memories about your spaceship.
Oh, that's true. She's the Kutar after all. But we best check if she's doing okay first. See you later then. Oh, she doesn't look so good. Sorry for disturbing you, but are you okay?
It's like I'm returning to the moon.
Wait, it's not that bad, is it?
Hmm? I sense the moon's power within you.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui. Can it help you in any way?
And what do you require this time?
Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
I might need your assistance in the future.
Oh. Very well. Give me your hand. back to Earth.
Your feet never left the ground. But anyway, feeling any better?
Significantly. The moon within your body, it is as silent as a reflection in the water. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to...
I think I sense some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with will bear this mark. It is harmless, and will fade over time.
Speaking of which, do you want to be the Moon Marrow's custodian, now that you've got your power back? It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right?
It is the remains of Arya, goddess of the eternal moon.
So it does have to do with... Wait, what?
Did you not know this already?
Lama just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power within it.
And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, I also drew some memories from within. That is how I know that it belongs to the goddess of the eternal moon.
But Lama also saw the past by using the Moon Marrow. Why didn't she see that?
There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over it. But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons after Arya's death. Her power coalesced into this moon marrow. The iridescent moon's remains have never been found. And while the Frost Moon's goddess died herself, her moon was never broken. As the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the Frost Moon Scions call the Kujar. I can sense that my power belongs to the Frost Moon, but it lies beyond the false sky, too distant from me. Forget controlling it. Sensing it alone requires immense effort.
Oh, wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the Eternal Moon's Marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons. Does that mean you have the Frost Moon's Marrow inside you then?
No. It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. Consider it a form of energy core. You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon.
Oh, so you're saying that you represent the Frost Moon's power, right?
Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon god? You do not wish to become...
That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager anyway? Never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if...
I do not...
Huh?
Nor does it desire to come to...
And...
When I came into contact with its power, I can... You am a moon goddess. 2 moons will not rise at the same time.
Guess it's stuck with me for now then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Lama did say that you've hidden its power well, but the damselette sensed it just fine. And it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill and...
The wild hunt? You speak of that phenomenon.
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too.
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh?
My colleagues used to mention someone, back when I was still with the Fatui. He hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the Cataclysm. And he had a consuming fixation...
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with...
I only know what others called him. The Reihir of Solnari. Huh. There was that title too. Yeah.
Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he?
If that was the case, surely he'd be strong.
I have heard that he disappeared not long after but when I asked my colleagues where he went...
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection.
Wait, hold up, pause.
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who would know everything about the moons. But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies. Either way, following his departure, the wild hunt situation worsened drastically, and it has since become a byword for abyssal disaster. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpasses its past incarnation.
Oh, to think that we're up against one of the that's way too much for us to handle. That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been and even then, he's still...
Oh? What did you...
That's your... ex-colleague? Did you just...
No.
She totally did. Are you two on bad terms or something?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have...
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough. She's very good at that.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting...
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rerir would prevail even if all of Nod Cry were to stand against him. Perhaps something restricts him, if only... What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my sister...
Sure.
That was quick.
As I said, this to me is give me your hand, and...
Where...
Ether! Come on! We have to leave this place!
What?
Hey! Are you okay?
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed. No one left the ship during that time. But Lumine... found me from outside of it.
Huh? How would that even be possible?
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite.
Well...
Will you need my help? I could help you conceal them.
You could!
Detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further conceal it like this.
Ooh! Looks like it.
Can you sense it? You learn quickly.
Huh. Looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in... Are you always here, Columbina? It's kinda dangerous out there, sure, but...
Dislike strangers. Slightly better.
Yeah! The Frostmoon Scions have changed since you last saw them.
I will...
She seems kinda tired. Either way, thanks for...
It wasn't much. The flowers here. They like guests like you.
better rest.
The Raker of Solnari. Let's keep this news. But if this Rarier is as you described...
Yeah. Things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together. Exactly. Whatever the case, as it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Not Cry.
Thank you. In addition, the winds of change are blowing. And we, whether our foe is the Fatui or this Raker, we must...
Let's see...
Take me up!
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen!
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps... True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? Well, we'll just get an effort to go grab him and tie him down. You're not taking this seriously at all? Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated coup. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a You sure have... Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nogcry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through. Sure.
I know.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been found dead in their organization's offices. Wait, what? Didn't we just... Yeah, it's still new news. So not many people are in the know. I'll send a Nafa over to Nashitam. Oh, he seemed like
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh, that makes it even worse. Hey, what do you mean, actual? Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have to find some way in if you want to check. Got it. Let's go then. You coming?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must—
All right.
Let's fly.
This must be it. Oh, doesn't look like there's any chance of it. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a
Never!
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you, before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
But how are we supposed to get in at all?
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Paimon might have said this before and—
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in.
Greetings. If you would allow me. The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate no obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed.
Entering unopposed. So, do you think—
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from, specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving.
Flint's?
We have tried to contact him, but
Very odd.
So, he's—
to be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal—
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's— So, the evidence points to Flint's. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which—
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but—
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's or Rerir in disguise?
Yeah! What reason would Flint's have to—
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the—
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at— This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge. Likely so that he could act—
But no matter what, barring identities comes with risks, right? What if—
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk. Similar to how he came into he likely knew then that the real Flints would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flints ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to... And there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rarier may have already killed Flints long ago and been living as him. Yes, that...
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or...
Steady now.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry, you'll receive a The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you...
Oh, right! Before we go, should we reveal Rarier's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? Hey! What?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flints on our account, whereas others would suspect him on tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just... And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into their homes with such open hearts? Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh?
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rarier, nor trust in Flints too lightly. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomaly.
Oh, right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Hey, you! Whoa! Is that...
Will at last part ways.
Fear the dark!
This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must... There's something inside, huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore? A fight took place here. Did Flints leave these marks?
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flints' voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him? Ah! We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick!
o perezoso. Filio eremos. Yamalune sattesi franco kalun. Filio seluna sininso. Persebi kestul.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first.
Tutoni nectorai desmerte.
You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern now!
It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with Rarer out here, all...
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern. Which, might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such... And an enviable constitution it is.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lamp?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had... Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a... It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy.
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him?
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract? Yet capable.
Yeah. Throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee Though I shan't deny that I have your... Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though. Ah. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. They alone have the... They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they... Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged...
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the...
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast, then. But if Rarer could have shapeshifted into Sosi...
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act... So not only is this Rarer ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks, too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his... Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters. and his orders were to be stationed long-term. He worked so hard, seeking to produce
Oh.
But every year they would say, wait a little longer. Wait a little longer. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay, whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the... One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerere's head.
Oh. At least we now know that he's looking for the...
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he...
Could Rerer be angry that the Canon Sosi set up to fight?
Could you take me to the scene of... We shall just have to exercise some discretion. I understand the situation more or less. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm...
Yeah.
Let's stop here. Since you two can enter, I'll have to record...
Oh?
You'll know when the time comes.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistant.
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so. Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed, but considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate...
We'll do our part too. All right, we're go. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's rip, but we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna end. Something the matter? Huh. It looks like Flint's lantern, but where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light, as I thought. You're both sharp-eyed and...
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed... Just as I thought. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their...
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could he would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual... Let's look again more closely. we must leave no stone unturned. Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he... You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical...
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that... But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
That's right! If only there was some way to prove it.
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And remember to pick me up by the window.
Running late again.
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour...
It is indeed. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi.
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard, are they true? You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I'd run out of the... His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. And I understood. Completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never... what's with the...
You've provided us with some very crucial... We can't make everything public yet. But once our investigation is complete, I will return...
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks.
Good night. Hope the...
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, with the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore...
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked. Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but...
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the Wild Hunt, but how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works again.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we will have to fight Rerir eventually.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been... My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, get...
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put...
Phew, back inside. We can finally...
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or,
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply doing...
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
All right. I suppose I do. Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal... You know humans well. And naturally, but some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eye.
So...
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance, but they still exist.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was too.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and when you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any... Would it not be better then to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And
Is that why you chose to help them?
perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, but I was freshly awoke. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Well, not exactly. Well, I believe it, nonetheless. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the wild hunt...
Will you need us to get you...
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked and even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that.
All right then, we'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting.
Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strictly necessary. Nor...
Paimon's lips are sealed.
All right.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow. So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here? We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little. Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking...
Flint's is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be no—
You better give him up. If anything happens...
Or are you in cahoots with him?
What happened? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us? What do you mean? This is so confusing! What do we do? These people are no match for Flint's, but it's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain either. Okay!
Hey! Let us sit—
My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down,
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl at?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent— Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either,
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their— But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's—
All right. I suppose that's the only one.
Oh, alright then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you?
Come on!
No sign of Flint's.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time. So, Paimon, you've been—
Yeah,
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates. News spreading amongst them, everyone started throwing out the names of possible— And amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle—
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing?
And that's where Yehoda, while everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall,
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly
Might he intend to come back and get it?
Well, he's out of harm's way now.
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we got lots of new intel to share.
All right, then. Yehoda, contact the other. Let's have this discussion.
There's a lot that goes into managing an orchard. Watering, weeding, fertilizing the soil, making sure the temperature is right. But most importantly, you have to keep the fruit in a good mood.
I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a wild hunt anomaly.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rare now.
In that case, Rare shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of wild hunt anomalies. Some of these must have been Rare's doing. He must have been seeking.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Sosie and put so much effort into getting the kid?
Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself.
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me. Oh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words,
Lightkeeper operations have just about. Meanwhile,
then we best act fast.
A feeling we all share.
there are 3 wild hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle.
Works for me.
Ineffa and I will take our workshop assist.
The curatorium will handle it.
And we Frostmoon Scions.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever...
Never mind you. This...
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his...
Gotcha! Stay...
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint's dropped by already?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
Running late again.
Oh, no one's guarding this place just like he said. But, oh, where do we find the information he mentioned?
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Okay. Or not! How are we supposed to read through the...
Difficult, yes. But it is to expose the true intentions of this Rarir.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ghost! Dead files!
Many strange things happen here.
But that file really did... Hey! Come out!
Wild hunt phenomenal?
Hey! Another file's moving!
Are we being given hints? I feel no hostility.
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Phew! Finally finished.
The material I've read through has all been about past wild hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
I'm on as well.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to know.
All right. All these incidents look...
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge wild hunt and look. All these smaller scale wild...
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone.
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet, or we would have met long ago.
And here's another similarity. Kuvaki in nearby
Kuvaki, we Lightkeepers previously believed that these small wild hunt sites would but now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed. Despite the name, I would not call a tide seal stone's sealing powers watertight exactly. But for it...
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale wild hunt anomalies, should Rerir be strong enough, the Kuvaki might...
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
What are you
We had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to...
Was there a gap?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment. It begs the question. What makes it that's odd. We shouldn't have it. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's...
It's carrying a letter! Ooh, Lama must have sent it.
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste.
That's gotta be Rerir's doing.
No time for speculation. He's already made... If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
What should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. One moment.
Go! Fly! Not a moment!
You're here, as expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers unite, but it is also thanks to you that I found a way to return.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but...
But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop when all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look? This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own volition. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportions. True power does not heed the commands of the weak.
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aina would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, in their folly. The townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And you were kind-hearted.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask you a question. If I see this fragment, it once haunted your dreams.
That is my corpse.
Sorry, what?
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life in every last fragment calls to me.
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the wild hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces of your corpse.
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting. But each time, the fragments I obtained were while that which you hold in your hand was...
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain...
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment.
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you...
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffer I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon shot will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough to destroy any in this world. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down.
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and bees.
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rarir's plan. Not only did he plan... Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be...
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So they're getting ready to make a run for it.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is...
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder, then, that some will aim to... After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire life is hard to come...
Even so...
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them. Not like that's the only major...
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected...
Well, about that... People have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon.
What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me! Let me over there! What are they gonna do? Stop me?
They might, if Rarir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the wild hunt would take your form.
Possibility high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries... We will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. Oh, you're back. And you have a letter? The Traveler
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target?
Assessing risk level.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then he's prepared for the...
And we must ensure that his trust in us is not
What are you waiting for?
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it won't. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild...
Is that Lady Lauma? But are you...
it's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for...
I do, yes. So it really is you, my lady. But why are you here? Really, I believe you, but the others...
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon.
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties, but you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to start a new life. It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that... I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you, but for every... Please, have faith in our long-standing friendship.
Thank you, my lady.
Then come. I need you to...
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person.
Huh? You're not coming?
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, let's go, Yahoo.
Okay. See you again.
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right, my lady. At times like these, we must rely on ourselves. I knew something was off about you. You're actually some little creature, aren't you?
Time to teach Leave this to us, Lady Moonchanter. Go.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly over...
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Inefa.
Orders received and immediately deferred.
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs. But in the face of the immense threat that hangs above, otherwise rifts will surely... If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me. I am no god. But so long as we hold our candles steady, and unite beneath the same moonlight. No deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the false illusion.
Let's go, Anafa. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on! And get out of there!
Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Knuckle, what are you doing here? Look! Swinging down, go!
Insulation chamber deployed. Annihilation mode.
Go claw! Look, the rainbow! You on this! Swing down, water bomb!
Cleanup sequence initiated. Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode.
This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete. The cannon is...
Oh, alright.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki.
No! I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigisato passa sax, iti ipotuthos. Necritus necrus baptusi, cenis omnes tu zonos pentusi. Osesticos palatini pirantur resuricum, topia tua ition veratum.
Sluggish. Torpid. I can barely muster.
Let me guess. You'd...
Pitifully. Brine daughter. Flinders.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you.
Matters not. Having a heart. Being human. It's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly. You matter not. Does anything in this world... You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid, laughable that you should die for their sake.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have invited anyone here were it not an emergency. Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then. In that case, I count myself fortunate to be—
What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out. Equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score.
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be complete? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising early.
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress.
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia! We're leaving! Well, anyway, thank you.
I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the Eternal Moon Goddess cannot fall into his hands, and then well, I brought your associate.
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like.
Still, what do we do now? Rirur's gotten stronger again. At this...
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say but we still don't know what his aims are. And he...
After you left, I can no longer send...
That means it's safe...
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Columbine. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked.
No.
I see.
Oh yeah, the cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how I...
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your...
Go now, all of you. Do not worry. My strength still isn't returned. It seems my time...
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. But the Reikir of Solnari has now gained a complete form. While we still know nothing...
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious Kukusaur into the wild. I'm sorry. Is no one here familiar with Kukusaurs?
Paimon knows what...
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us at the moment. If his objective had been revenge alone, we would...
Is there, still time for me to tender my resignation? Just kidding, just kidding. Don't worry, boss. I know there's no run.
So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help.
You know, that's right. And it still works on normal wild hunt anomalies. Don't let this get you down, I know.
Flints, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them. You're in the clear.
My thanks. For that and for everything else I hear you did to help us arrive at the...
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would not have been so easy to isolate, you know.
Point taken. I will give that some thought. I suppose that's one way I'd benefit from replacing Sergeant Major Sosi.
You mean you're being promoted?
Well, if you've got a moment, there's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light slowly. Gradually he came to think, I have achieved too little. I must do better. Perhaps his end was tragic. But I remain proud of the way in which he illuminated. Every shadow born of the light shall remember it.
Oh, poor guy.
I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, you're right. But we will pursue him to the last. Even it is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
What are you two talking about? Care to explain? Okay.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not playing the leading role in these final rites. Lightbearer, with your blood you have paved the road to glory. Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be, stay a while, until it closes its eyes. Thank you for
Hey, it's the Wanator! Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet?
Was it not?
Yeah, but aren't you afraid of it?
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all.
Well, it's good to come out for a walk either way.
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent. However, is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of delicious stuff out here that...
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps? I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Haha! Right! Right you are. I forgot to introduce... The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come? Fashion.